On just about every beach in British Columbia, there are drift logs, piles of them. When the tide goes out, they go out with it. When it comes in, the logs crash onto shore. That is causing widespread destruction of intertidal ecosystems, according to a study published by University of Victoria adjunct professor Thomas Reimken.
All of this stuff would have been covered in barnacles before.
Reimken and two of his students examined the ecological impact of drift logs and their movement over time. They found that populations of barnacles are 20 to 80% lower on surfaces exposed to logs. The fewer the barnacles, the less food there is for birds and other marine mammals.
When you sort of basically compromise their food source, which is essential during the migration, you compromise even more sort of the abundance and the health of these species.
He believes that has contributed to the reduction of certain species in North America.
You see that over there? That is a log boom. It's how the industry stores and transports timber in BC. Boats pull the boom to processing mills and export points. But along the way, some of the cargo falls off and eventually washes onto shore.
This University of British Columbia zoology professor says there is more wood floating in the ocean now than ever before.
I have often shaken my fist at drift logs which float by and destroy my precious experiments on the shore. So we've known that drift logs could be a problem, but this study did a really nice job of examining how extensive of a problem that might be.
Harley says it would be impractical to send crews to collect drift logs from thousands of kilometers of shoreline. But perhaps logging companies can take more care holding their booms together to minimize the number of logs that break free. The BC government says the forestry sector is moving towards using barges to transport harvested timber, which would decrease the likelihood of loose logs falling off. Caroline Bargu, CBC News, Vancouver.